Hey guys, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Especially, I want to give a shout out to this man right here. Isn't he a cutie? He is my baby daddy. He is the father of our three beautiful girls. I also want to give a shout out to those who are missing their dads this year. I know I'm missing mine. My dad died in 2015 um, from exposure to Agent Orange in Vietnam, and there's not a day go by that I don't miss him and think about him. Also, I want to give a shout out to my son-in-law Lex. He may not be a baby daddy yet, but he is a cat daddy. So happy Father's Day, Lex, because they treat their two boys like family, like they're their kids. Anyways, so now we got Happy Father's Day out of the way. Now, first, I want to tell you a little bit about what's coming up this week on the lives and the podcast and the YouTubes. If you don't know that I've repurposed all this stuff into YouTubes and podcasts. So if you miss the Facebook lives, you can always check YouTube channel or you can check a podcast for it. But I have Austin DeLuz coming up. He is going to be talking about his fundraiser, Playing for Pride. His fundraiser, Playing for Pride, is about raising awareness and funds to help the LGBTQ community and raise awareness about them to help them become more assimilated into the community and just, for the acceptance of things. Coming from a background as being a school teacher, I can see the way it affects kids when they have same-sex parents, but they're not allowed when the kids are broken up because one parent dies and the other parent doesn't have custody. So I definitely can see that point. So tune in tomorrow, and we'll also talk about how Austin's using his platform for good. Now, yesterday's live versus today's live. As you see, I have makeup on today. I also want to show you something. I'm going to share my screen, so if you'll bear with me just a second, I'm going to share the screen. And the screen I'm going to share with you is one that I'm going to show you about how different. Yesterday, I would have never thought about coming on and having cans, LaCroix cans in the background. Look at all these blemishes. Look at everything. But yet I showed up authentically. I showed up because I was taking the time to sit there and talk about what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. And I was so encouraged by Cami Kennedy and what she has done with me. And I figured if I showed up and I was authentic and vulnerable, that gave you guys a little sight behind me. I also have a big favor to ask you. I am planning on a trip pretty soon, and I want to do a special edition of Chats from the Blog Cabin. So in this special edition, I would like you to send me some questions, because in the special edition, I want questions that you want to know about me. I'm going to have my girls read them to me. It's going to be like a reversal when my girls were on live. They're going to be the interviewer, and I'm going to be the interviewee. So get those to me if you want to send them to adventuresofrugalmom@gmail.com. I would love that. Either that or you can drop them in the comments here, or you can go to my Instagram, message me on Instagram @frugalmom, or like I said, I would love for you guys to send me questions so you guys get to know me a little bit better. Next thing I want to share with you is the thing that made me take action yesterday, that I took action on. Something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I wanted to take action on it, and I never took action. Anybody that knows me knows I love to be creative, crafty, but sometimes I get so blocked and so bogged down in how I'm feeling that I don't actually want to do anything. I just want to sit on Netflix all day and watch it. Heart of Dixie is my show. If you've ever watched it, if you don't, watch it. If you haven't watched it, watch it. If you have watched it, drop some links in the comments. Some comments in the comments about the show, because it is like phenomenal. I love this show. But one of the things that I took action with yesterday, after getting off a 2-day spiritual energy masterclass with Cami Kennedy, was going on and doing something creative to help my creative block. It's a trait that she's actually taught me a while back, but I often forget, so I need often reminders. So I'm going to share my screen again. And if you are following this on the podcast or YouTube, go to @frugalmom, which is actually my Instagram. Sorry, I got a little tongue-tied there. And I'm going to show you what I did. If you look right here, I painted my blog cabin door red. Red is a symbol of luck, prosperity, being creative, getting all the blocks out. And that's exactly what I did that. And I wrote this really, really long caption for it. And I never knew that there was only so many words that you could put, or so many characters you could put on Instagram. I learned that yesterday because I actually wrote the caption out in a Google Doc because I wanted to make sure I had the words exactly right. And so I ended up having to edit it several times, putting in icons, emojis, whatever, and getting it going. But this is basically what my Instagram said. Not gonna lie, this week I've been in a funk, questioning my every move, feeling like everything was a chore. Even working in my beloved blog cabin, which I'm in right now, just didn't seem to help. No matter what I did, nothing worked. So I made some major changes. I cut out almost all sugar, no soft drinks, which as you can see in the picture before, I had LaCroix. Upped my water intake, started intermittent fasting, so no late night snacking, ate sensible meals instead of grazing. Because I used to grab whatever I could when I came out here to the blog cabin and just grazed. Basically, I just ate. I didn't care. Mind you, I wasn't starving myself. I just wasn't putting junk in. I'm now down 6 pounds. So once I started on this right track with my body, I still needed to get my mind and my energy aligned. So, because my heart is so heavy for everything that's going on in this country, and I actually want to give a big shout out to George Floyd's daughter today because I know she must be missing her dad right now, because I can't even imagine having to know that that's your dad died, or any of the sons and daughters that are missing their dads right now due to senseless violence, honestly. So my heart is heavy with everything going on in this country. I just want everyone to get along. I tend to take on others' feelings until they become my own, and that heaviness gives me a mental block. And I actually had to set up boundaries for myself because I knew if I didn't set up boundaries for myself that I would not be able to continue working, because I would come in and it would just take me down for the rest of the day. So I had to basically, no phones in here. I may have my cell phone every once in a while in here, but most of the time I don't have it on. I have it on mute. I don't even look at it. I try not to. Matter of fact, my daughter was like, "Are you ignoring my texts?" Because normally I don't, until the end of the day, I don't look at anything because I have to be focused on work. I tend to take on others' feelings until they become my own, and that heaviness gives me a mental block. How can I make a difference and have the conversations to move forward? Tomorrow, like I said, I'm doing another controversial topic with Austin Lewis talking about the LGBTQ community, but I also had 2 topics on race. I had the men's edition and the female edition, and we're going to be getting some more topics about DACA. We're going to talk about immigration. We're going to talk about, basically, if you want a topic that you want to talk for us to talk about, drop it in the comments. I'll be happy to help you and facilitate a conversation about it. So when my favorite mindset coach, Cami Kennedy, and I will say, starting with Cami Kennedy, I'm going to stop right here. Starting with Cami. Cami was one that I met back in January, like I said yesterday on the show. I met her back in January at a Monday Motivation with the Fayetteville WBC Faye, the Women's Business Center of Fayetteville. I drove an hour there to get there. I have major anxiety on the road, but I knew that I was going to get something back from it. Not only because some of my favorite people were going to be attending, and they live in Fayetteville, and I got to hang out with my friends, but also because I just knew that I needed this. And I met up with Cami. Our energies just synced together, and I ended up taking her 5-day challenge, which one of the challenges for her Create, Believe, Conquer challenge was to come on a live and do a live video. And I did a live video talking about my values. One of my major values is relationships and friendships and spiritual. I mean, basically anything that encompasses relationships. And I did a live, and I ended up loving that, and it got the bug, and I started doing lives. I had backed down on doing lives because I realized it took so much out of me, but I decided I was going to do them 2 days a week. The only time it may be different on Mondays and Wednesdays is when I had to go visit my daughters, and then I will actually be doing them like Tuesday and Wednesday. It just depends. Like I said, I'm hoping to have a very special edition. So if you have questions for me, please drop them. Anything you want to know about me, please drop them in the comments, and I'm going to get them together. I'll even mention your name. The girls will mention their names when they ask me the comments, ask me the questions. So going back to what I wrote, posted on Instagram. So when my favorite mindset coach at Cami Kennedy posted that she was going to have a free 2-day class on spiritual self-care, I jumped at the chance to attend because, like I said, I ended up taking a lot of people's emotions on myself. I couldn't help thinking of how far I've come and how far I can still go. Because, I mean, basically, I still get bogged down in other people's emotions. So I have to learn to take care of myself first. After the classes, I did something I've been wanting to do for a while. I painted the blog cabin door. As you see, it's red. It used to be white. Red. It's the color in feng shui that adds joy, laughter, and warmth into life. It's a bold choice, but it helped me clear my creative blocks. I actually wrote yesterday for the first time in a long time. The posts that you've been seeing up on the blog, adventureswithfrugalmom.com, have been posts that have been scheduled out for weeks. So I have not been able to actually write for weeks. So now I'm writing. It's the blocks are gone. I actually came up with the idea of doing the live yesterday, vulnerable, no makeup, doing the live today because I wanted to show you the difference of how working with a mindset coach can help you. It also is used to express yourself more clearly and to bring a clear vision and visibility to your accomplishments. And it was a bold choice. But like I said, it helped me clear my creative blocks. I worked on some projects that I felt anxious about that I've stopped halfway through because I didn't think I could do the job. Still that negative self-talk going on in my head. I still struggle, but I know that I have the ability to break through using some of the techniques I learned, like EFT tapping, meditation, which I do meditation every day now. I end up going to sleep at night using Headspace doze, just listening to music. And I didn't used to do that. I used to have the TV on at all times. Now I don't. And I'm actually sleeping better. I had been wanting to paint that door for months, but never felt like it. Well, today that door is painted. And I actually had the paint back in January before COVID even happened. And I actually painted our front door red, or actually my husband painted the front door red. Yeah, I'm going to give him credit. But my husband painted the front door red. And I had to, I wanted him to paint my office door and our back door. And we still have enough paint to paint the back door. But I myself wanted to do the office door yesterday. I can't help but walk out into my office now, and I have a sense of pride. Plus, when I look out the window, I can see the door now. Before at night, I couldn't see the door because it was white. I can't, to see what started as a dream become a reality. I had dreams all the time of working outside my home, to have a home office, and the idea came upon me a couple of years ago to buy a storage shed and convert it. And as you can see behind me, I have converted it. I have made it into my own. My husband may have put the sweat equity in it, but every little piece that has been put into this blog cabin has been something that I myself paid for, from the electricity to the installation to the insulation, not installation, insulation, to the beadboard on the walls, to the repurposed wood on the back, to basically decor in here. Everything except for maybe the air conditioner I had paid for myself. And the air conditioner was something that we hadn't even started working on in the building yet, but I wanted to work out here. So my husband ponied up the money for that. But the majority of the time I paid for everything and my husband did the sweat equity in it. And I know that more dreams of mine are going to come true. I have a dream of one day sharing a stage with Nikki Koziarks, who is one of my favorite Christian writers, and Teddy Mellencamp Ariavo, who is a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And also Deandra Simmons, who, if you noticed, I also interviewed on my blog, Women in Business Series. So I was getting right with my body when I lost 6 pounds, cutting out the sugar, cutting out the soda, cutting out the extra, and actually, honestly, cutting out soda is huge for me because I suffer from huge migraines. So cutting out the soda and not having that migraine headache has been unbelievable. I guess it's because I've upped the protein wise, but it's been unbelievable that I actually have done that. And so I know there's more dreams coming true. Getting right with my body and my soul. That's what working with some amazing people have done for me. Thank you for everyone who's believed in me, and I'm looking forward to achieving everything I could possibly dream of and more. And it is really something that I really want to do more of. And Cami's actually opened up an academy called the Powerhouse on Purpose Academy, and it's like a 6 months academy. And I've actually put the link in the description of the chat right now, and I will put the link in the show notes. to show you where you can sign up if you're interested in working with something like that. If you saw me back when I was in January, I wouldn't even show up live. Even in groups that I had started, I would show up live, but I would always have makeup on, and I was always have my phone like way out here so you couldn't see me. Now I'm on StreamYard. I'm doing this. I'm looking at the camera. I'm talking. I'm not having a problem with it. So I promise you, if you ever get a chance to work with any mindset coach, not just Cami. Cami is amazing, but her energy may not be the same as yours. You have to find the one that works great with you. Any mindset coach, then you need to go on and you need to check it out. You need to invest in yourself, because I've learned that when I invest in myself, I'm investing in everybody else around me, because I'm pouring out into everyone else. But I also learned that I can't pour from an empty cup. And I am so good about encouraging others and being there for others and just basically being there all the time with people, that sometimes when I am in that negative space, it's because I'm feeding off others' emotions. And I've learned that I've had to say, no, I can't, or put the phone away. Don't even go to the phone yet. And some days when I'm really focused on a project, that's what I've had to do. But that's what working with a mindset coach helps you do. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Like I said, I come back here. I still have a little red here. I don't know where this is coming from. I just don't know. And I have the blue lights in the glasses. So as you can see, I have blue light glasses. It's better when I don't have the window closed, but it's too hot in North Carolina, because when I walked into the blog cabin, it was already 90 degrees. And now it's 83 because I turned the AC on. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to the ones that are missing their dads. And I'll keep you in my prayers, because I can't even imagine. I know I miss my dad, and I had my dad with me from 69 to 2015. I've had him with me. So I can't imagine the ones that are growing up without dads right now. So my heart goes out to you, to all you amazing dads out there, to all you amazing cat dads, dog dads, everything. Happy Father's Day. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow for another edition of Chats from the Blog Cabin. Bye.